This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, presenting Tool. They're coming to the Tacoma Dome January 11th. And you can listen all week between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. to get the code WORD. Then once you get that code word, then you'll head to the contest page at KISW.com. That's where you can enter for your chance to win tickets to Tool.
Win the tickets before you can buy them this Friday.
Whoa! And your next shot at winning tickets will be at 8 a.m. That's right, the 8 o'clock hour. So make sure you hang in with us in the 8 o'clock hour to get your shot at winning those Tool tickets. More info, you know where to go, KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs. But it's Wednesday, so maybe there'll be a whacking instead.
Whack it.
How's everybody doing? My name is Mr. Wacky.
Whoa,
Let me
Mr.
see
Wacky.
everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Woo!
Whack it.
Forgot about that whole intro part where he actually calls himself Mr. Wacky.
It's Mr. Wacky.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Charles on the I-5. Charles, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Charles will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Charles, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
What year of the mid-'80s saw the release of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book?
84.
84, yes. What does the J stand for in the singer's name, Mary J. Blige?
Pass.
In which decade did the first space shuttle launch?
1940.
No.
1950s.
No.
60s.
No. What is the first real name of actress Mandy Moore?
Pass.
Which member of the big cat family cannot retract its claws?
Tiger.
No.
Lion.
No.
Cougar.
No. Who is the current head coach of the Patriots?
Bill Belichick.
Yes. Which car manufacturer makes the Santa Fe SUV?
Hyundai.
Yeah. Jason Sudeikis plays the title character in which Apple TV Plus show?
Pass.
Which network did the sitcom Mike and Molly air on?
ABC.
No.
NBC.
No.
CBS.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct. Alrighty then. Yeah. 4 is not a great score.
Hey, I don't know if he would have won Wheel of Fortune with his pronunciation of that brand. It's hard to say.
And I don't know the actual pronunciation of it, like the traditional pronunciation. So
yeah, in that language, is that exactly how you're right? I don't know either.
So we'll just give it a yeah on that one. Yeah,
I mean, I
don't
don't think
know.
it's really going to matter. I think Steve's going to be a whacker anyway. So,
Oh, wow.
I did
Look
not
at
expect
that.
that.
Okay.
Ooh. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
What year in the mid-'80s saw the release of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book?
84.
Yes. What does the J stand for in the singer's name, Mary J. Blige?
Janet.
No.
Jamiroquai.
No.
Nice. Jolene.
No. In which
Jessica?
Nope. In which decade did the first space shuttle launch?
60s.
No.
70s.
No.
80s.
Yes. What is the real first name of actress Mandy Moore?
Mandris?
No. No.
Oh, no. Mary?
No.
Madeline?
No. Which member of the Big Cat family cannot...
Amanda.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Which member of the Big Cat family cannot retract its claws?
Lion?
No.
Cougar.
No.
Cheetah.
Yes. Who is
Wow.
the current head coach for the Patriots?
Bill Belichick.
Yes. What car manufacturer makes the Santa Fe SUV?
BJ's. Hyundai.
Yes, it's BJ's. Jason Sudeikis plays the title character in which Apple TV Plus show?
Ted Lasso.
Yes. What network did the sitcom
BJ.
Mike and Molly air on?
CBS.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You win 7-4.
But we knew
Decisive
that was going to happen,
whacking.
Charles. We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Whack it.
All right, take it easy, Charles.
Bye-bye.
Not much
Unfortunately.
to say.
Yep.
He's just like hanging his head in shame.
Yeah, he passed on a couple ones, and actually, you got a couple ones that I thought were going to be easy. I thought the Mandy Moore one would be easy,
It was very easy. I overthought it.
and I really
We all did.
And I thought the Mary J. Blige one would be super easy too.
Oh, Jimmy? Is it Jimmy?
Yes,
Joanna?
No, it's Jane.
Oh, Mary Jane. You know what? He's right. We should, that's MJ. Why wouldn't we think that first?
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
her real name?
I have no idea.
Or is it
I just
a
know it's
stage name?
If it isn't a stage name, it's perfect for her. But
I feel like
or the mom and dad,
Right.
Let's never marry. What's your middle name be? Jane.
Yeah. Either way, it's just brilliant.
yeah, it's
her real
perfect.
name.
It is her real name, so yeah, parents to blame on that one.
The parents should congratulate, more like.
There you go. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Nice work, Steve.
Thank you.
Well, Netflix. By the way, Netflix. I just heard it just bought a video game company, so they're going to start putting out games that are going to be free to play with your Netflix membership. So they are really, trying to find a way to stay competitive with all these other services that are challenging them in their arena.
Wasn't there a video game company that used to kind of be like Netflix? That would, like,
what was it? Not GameStop.
it would send it to you.
Yeah.
Gamefly.
Gamefly.
Yeah, I never used it, but I always thought it was cool.
Well, I mean, same kind of concept that they used to do. But
I thought they were in
would mail it
cahoots
to
with
you.
Netflix, too, I thought.
I thought so, too.
I don't know.
I guess not. I mean, I forget I forget which company they purchased, but they purchased a company, and yeah, so they're doing that. They're also they've also shared data about their most popular shows, not stuff that they usually do. But the CEO yesterday said, "Okay, here we go. Here's our most popular movies and our most popular shows." And boy, number one is surprising because I had to look this show up. I know nothing about this show.
Is it an Adam Sandler movie?
No, and Adam Sandler is not in the top, by the way. by a
that's
long
money
shot.
well spent then, huh?
Yeah, but I will tell you, of all
I'm
the
not
shows,
trying to get him lose his job. I'm very
Yeah.
happy he's getting employed by Netflix, but
Steve, you're going to be happy with number 2, and Vicky, you're going to maybe be okay, but not happy that number 3 is not number 1.
nailed it. The
Nailed
show.
it?
Oh, I love that show. The show is so good.
That's not number 1, Steve, or number 2. Anyway, number 1, you're not going to know. And Steve, there's no way you'd ever watch number 1. So I'll just tell you what number 1 is. Making $625 million apparently for them. And these are by number of hours. So these are the 625 million hours that people watch this.
Not money.
Yeah, but I guess that does translate to money in their own brain.
Well, yeah, it keeps on it, yeah.
A show called Bridgerton.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys know this? I didn't know it.
I have no interest in it, but it's a period piece show. Yeah, like
you're not going to watch it.
olden times, and apparently super sexy. Like the main dude is like half naked, or maybe more than half naked.
We should have led with that. Now I'll watch it. Of course.
Wealth, lust, and betrayal set against the backdrop of Regency-era England, seen through the eyes of the powerful Bridgerton family.
Oh, and I had to look up Regency era because I didn't know what that meant, but that's like in the 1800s sometime.
Fancy.
So 1800s high society England, Steve. Right up your alley, buddy.
Lots of sex.
Lots of sex.
Yeah,
Well, the sex is not a problem, I suppose, but...
Yeah, but there's apps for that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
they're
at
probably
this
not-
just
yeah.
based on the cover of the promo picture. I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure I've seen this on my, as I'm scrolling through Netflix, and I quickly passed it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that Rock movie, though. I don't know what the hell it's called, but the new Rock movie is going to be on Netflix.
Are you saying it's a movie with The Rock?
Yeah.
Or it's a movie
yeah.
about Rock?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is
Okay,
in this
there we
movie.
go.
Red Notice.
Oh,
Really? He's got a movie. I didn't know he had a Netflix thing coming up.
Well, it was meant to go on out into theaters, and then things happened, whatever, maybe, and then eventually I think Netflix swooped it up, and it's like a bunch of great actors are in it. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is in it, Gal Gadot, or Gadot,
Gal
whatever
Gadot.
her name
there
is.
you go. Wow.
Wonder
okay.
Woman.
It does sound like an all-star cast, but I am a little worried that Netflix got it.
Dude, it looks amazing. It looks so badass.
Yeah, the trailer is fantastic.
November 12th, baby.
Yeah, you know what else? That Jamie Foxx movie looked amazing.
True, and it sucked.
Yeah, I mean, really. I'm gonna have to let you guys watch that first, and if you really, really love it, maybe I'll watch it. But I got a problem. I really got a problem with some of these movies that come out.
Come on, it's an action film with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds, and then Wonder Woman.
They're friends.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw. Well, I mean, do I care they're in France? Why do I care about France?
It makes me feel like it's another version of Fast and the Furious.
I don't care either about France or not. That's a Vicky thing. It's just a badass movie with The Rock in it, BJ. It doesn't matter if it's in Tequila.
Yeah.
Oh, you would love it if it was in
If it was in Tequila, I would watch it.
Yeah.
All right. And well, it looks like Ryan Reynolds is sort of like a buddy team thing. And Ryan Reynolds, I imagine, should add some humor to this.
Yeah, they look like art thieves.
All right. Oh, well, that's interesting. Oh,
Gal Gadot's kicking ass in it, too.
Oh, all right. Okay.
They got helicopters and everything, man.
Yeah, basically,
All right.
basically, The Rock and Ryan Reynolds team up to be like the buddy cop to find Gal Gadot because she's like the most evil crime person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
but
I mean,
Ryan Reynolds and Dwayne don't like each other because they used to be competitors or whatever.
Wow, you know a lot about this movie, Dave.
It looks amazing. I saw the trailer for it and I was like, I kind of want to watch this.
Didn't they already? Oh, wait, no, that was Sean William Scott in The Rock, right? In the rundown.
Which was an incredible combination.
So, this has a chance.
That movie's so good.
Is it really? Because I don't remember it.
Top 3 Rock movies, in my opinion.
Okay.
really?
It's called The Rundown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
an
is it,
older
Vicky,
one, like
could you-
2010 or something.
Could you look up Rotten Tomatoes on The Rundown,
Who
Vicky?
cares?
just to
Stop
see-
being a sheep, man.
yeah.
Time to be a lion.
I
Time
feel
to
like
be a
I would
lion.
be-
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't think I've heard of my. All you are is lying about how good the movies are. That's all you're doing.
No, I stand by that.
Oh, the old RT is the best number ever.
Yeah.
Boom. It's nice, BJ.
Is it really?
69%.
All right, it's a lot better than I expected. That's worth seeing. Wow, Stifler
Wow, it
on
came
the
out
Rock.
in 2003.
It's the best
Oh,
movie,
that
man.
old.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It's got Rosario Dawson and Christopher Walken in it as well.
Rosario Dawson's good. So's Christopher Walken.
Dude, the two of them are firing on all cylinders together as a team. It's so
Wow. All right. I mean, look, I stand corrected.
great. Nice.
I mean, it's no Bridgerton. What am I going to do? Right?
It definitely is no Bridgerton.
All right, Steve, I want you to take a legitimate guess. It's on Netflix, a show that you like. What do you think would be the second most popular thing they got?
Money Heist.
There we go, baby. That's it. How amazing is that?
I love that, man. I just love that. And I don't know enough people that everyone that I've ever met that has watched the show are equally as obsessed. Like our buddy Caesar, who listens to the show, him and his wife just started watching it. They blew through the entire show. They're already done watching it. Like they were so obsessed with it. Tyron Daly loves it. I think D. Ted Smith got hooked on it. You're hooked on it. Joe's hooked on it now. It's like one of those ones where when you finally do sit down and watch, you're like, oh man, this show's incredible.
I did have one person that could not get by the dubbing and doesn't like to watch subtitles, which is too bad.
Well, tell them to knock it off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
Well, look, Steve. There's a lot of people that can't stand subtitles, and dubbing sometimes does rub people the wrong way. But I loved watching it in its original Spanish because I really felt like I got to get the full performance from the actors.
See, for me, the key is to just not stare at their mouths. As long as you're not really looking.
Yeah.
And then because sometimes even even if it's not dubbed, if it's just like in an English language, I'm watching something on my TV, but like there's like a weird delay from the actual video to the audio.
Yeah, sometimes it happens on YouTube videos. Yeah,
so I kind of treat it like that.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I mean, Money Heist is good, and that's got 619 million hours of viewing from people.
Well, that was like one of the shows that like really started that whole phenomenon for them of this show is no longer being carried by the network that carried it. there's a massive amount of people that love that show. Maybe we should pick it up and carry it. And now they're doing that with other shows as well.
It's an interesting thing because, I noticed with European shows, Money Heist after season 2, and that's all I've seen is just 2 seasons. You can see how they would get, all right, we finished the story, we're cool. And so you say you love the fact, though, seasons 3, 4, and 5, it is actually really, really good, when I would be like, yeah, I could see them being like, what else can we do here?
Right. No, you're absolutely right. Like, this is a perfect spot for us to finish this show. But, dude, I'm so glad they didn't, because it continues to get great.
That's fantastic.
Every season is awesome for different reasons.
Well, I got 3 seasons. I know 5 just dropped recently. I got 3 seasons with my wife to watch, so that's pretty awesome. And Vicky, look, your favorite Netflix show. Well, geez, no, you've got a lot of favorite Netflix shows. I'll let you take a guess, though. It's one of your favorite shows.
Based on popularity and all the Halloween costumes I'm seeing, Stranger Things.
Yeah, but you know what? Not Stranger Things, but Stranger Things 2 is the most popular of all the series, which is so weird. Yeah, the second season has 582 million hours watched, and I'm
Honestly,
with you, Vicky.
It's the weakest season of all of them. Like the third one, the first one was awesome. The third one was really good too.
Yeah, when was Bob in the Sean Michael?
Bob was in the second season.
Yeah, maybe because of Bob. Sean Astin, who never shows up on our show.
Screw that guy.
Was it Bob? Did everybody just love Bob so much that made season 2 amazing for a lot of these Netflixers? All right, most popular movies, I got them for you. And no, it's no Adam Sandler movie.
Oh.
It's a movie that I haven't seen, but it was a super popular movie. And let me just tell you, it is their version of A Quiet Place, if you will, or their answer to A Quiet Place.
Oh, Bird Box.
There you go. Rev's a winner.
I forgot all about that.
We can hear, but we can't see.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
it was all right.
Yeah, you can make all the noise you want in Bird Box, but you can't see a damn thing. 282 million people watching that. I don't Extraction. Did we watch that? Do we know that? Was that the Chris Hemsworth one? That's number 2.
Sucked. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it
still
really did.
231 million hours people gave that movie, but I wonder how many of that's repeat because, like Steve said, boy, nobody.
I wasn't a fan of what I saw of that one. I was expecting better.
Yeah.
Some people loved it, though. I have friends that they're just like, this movie's incredible.
Audience score gave it a nice review, 69%.
Nice.
And tomato meter of 67. So, I think
wow, really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Steve doesn't like that movie, considering it's got, those kind of reviews.
Has anybody watched Squid Game? There were a few people that texted about it.
I have heard about
told me
Squid
about
Game.
it, and everyone's just like, you need to check this out, but you can't watch it with your wife.
We haven't gotten into it yet, but apparently I think it's maybe South Korean, and it's kind of a take on all the children's games, just with horrifying results.
It's like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I mean,
just like
Saw?
Yeah, so like tug of war is not going to end the way you want it to.
Or is it?
Apparently, they're saying this is going to be one of the biggest shows on Netflix.
Yeah, the
ever.
trailer does look amazing, and and I'm glad you brought that up again. So I got to put that on my list.
I just think it's funny. Everybody who's told me to watch this because they think I'd love it has also made it a point to say, do not watch this with your wife because they know her well enough to know that this is not a show that she would enjoy.
I'm not sure you'd enjoy this either. I think that might be too weird for you.
I'm a fan of weird, man.
All right. Well, guys, let's take some bets.
I'm not going to watch it. I don't have any time.
There we go.
Unless Bluey or Coco Melon makes an appearance, I don't have a chance to even watch this.
Yeah, I just don't feel like this is. Yeah, if you can't watch this with your wife, there's no way you're watching this. Unless it was wrestling games. If it was wrestling games, you might give it a view.
I don't have time to watch wrestling these days.
That is horrible.
I agree. It's really frustrating. This damn child. I'm kidding.
Yeah. The Irishman, which was a good movie, that was the Scorsese movie, I believe. It had Joe Pesci and De Niro and Pacino. 215 million. So those are the top 3: Bird Box, Extraction, Irishman. Those are the top 3 that folks are watching on Netflix for the movies.
Shocked Grown Ups 2 didn't make it on there.
Yeah, very, very surprising. We got an actor that just admitted that she originally didn't want to take a role that she has been making money off of for over 20 years. I'll tell you all about this at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. In a recent interview, Jennifer Tilly said that she didn't want to be Tiffany in Bride of Chucky. She even fought her agent tooth and nail over the idea.
Did anyone else have a massive crush on Jennifer Tilly at some point?
Oh, yes. Because of that movie.
That was a big part of it. I mean, big, probably not the... Well, maybe it is.
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah. Because it was just like, oh,
hello.
This is supposed to be scaring me, but I'm not very scared right now.
She said to her agent, she said, really, a Chucky movie? I am not doing a Chucky movie because I just came off Bullets Over Broadway, an Oscar nomination. And she's like, I'm not going to do Chucky. So then what changed your mind? Besides the pay, of course.
Did I say money?
Yeah. She said, well, the script writing. She said, I actually took a look at the script and she said, you know what? The script was very funny and witty and poignant. And so she ended up doing 4 of those movies and will be reprising her role as Tiffany in the new Chucky series.
I don't know. I didn't even wonder. For some reason, I didn't even think about that. Like, that's cool that she's going to be in that. That Chucky series looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's going to be on Sci-Fi on October 21st, and I keep forgetting that it's coming out. I totally forgot that, and I didn't even, so it's cool to know that Jennifer's going to be part of it. But how about she was like, no way, man, I'm not going to do it, and ended up, making some good money, and she's getting a star in the new version.
Here's my question, though. Like, so obviously, like, she's had a very good run with that, and maybe I hope she's able to pay her bills and live pretty comfortably because of that. But what would have happened if she said no? Like, we're talking about how, like, good thing she didn't say no because she's gotten all these roles, but like she said, she was fresh off of an Oscar nomination. What if, like, her career would have went towards, more credible? No disrespect to Chucky.
Dramatic, maybe?
You better watch what you say, man.
More critically loved. Yeah, I don't want to
Oscar-worthy sort of things. Yeah,
maybe she would have become, like, like a big, popular, respected actress as opposed to being in, like, kind of a silly franchise that we all love, but
Well, she actually has for many, many years been on Family Guy as the voice of Bonnie, and she's also done there was another she was in Monsters Inc., and she's done a lot of the Monsters at Work, a lot of the sequels.
She's
and
got
stuff
such
like
an
that.
iconic voice.
Yeah, so she's gotten some work done, and she's getting paid by Disney, so
right, I just wonder. It's like one of those crazy things where you'll never know the answer because it's like when I wonder what that movie would have been like if it was Tom Cruise instead of Will Smith, or like one of those kind of things. Like I wonder what her career would have been like if she said no and I want to just stick to serious roles.
She would have been cast in the Titanic. Who knows?
Well, it's an interesting thing, Steve, because a lot of times these Oscar winners, they don't go on to doing like a lot of mainstream stuff that we ever hear of. And some of them actually go on to do like regular stuff, or you'd be surprised to go, what are you doing in that series? I think an actress named Louise Fletcher, she went on to play an iconic character in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but somebody would have thought, you just won an Oscar. You're going to go on a silly science fiction show? Really? Did Anna Paquin, is she Rogue, Vicky? Because I think she won an Oscar for the piano. She won something as a really young actor, and then she went on to play. She was an X-Men, and then and then what? True Blood. Yes. I think she was. Yeah, and so those aren't exactly what you would call Oscar-winning roles. You'd be like, really? You're going to go do the X-Men movie? You're going to go do a vampire TV show? Even though she actually won an Oscar. It's interesting that a lot of these Oscar winners, either you never hear from them again, or they realize, I need to make some money. I'm going to go take my chops and apply it
somewhere else.
Someone said also, I guess she's a professional poker player, according to one texter.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she did some stuff on the WSP and did some things on like the TV shows and stuff like that as well.
I forgot about that. That's a good call. That's what Jennifer. And you know what? You got to be good to play poker.
Well, the next text says she thinks she's a world-class poker player, but I think she sucks. Her boyfriend is the actual talent in poker.
Oh, really? All right, then. Well, I don't follow it enough to know, so I'll let that texter say what they say.
That's funny. It's a hot take about Jennifer Tilley's poker playing.
Right.
I feel like, people say that, but I mean, maybe, until you sit down at a table with her and actually play, maybe I'm not going to believe your statement, because people got big mouths when it comes to poker, and then you see them at a table and they are idiots. So we'll see.
Stop looking at me.
Yeah, no, you are a lucky son of a bee.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't want to sit at a table with you.
I know.
Hey, luck bomber McGee.
Now, it's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So Jennifer Tilley shared that she didn't originally want to do Bride of Chucky. Based on this, we want to know, what was something you originally didn't want to do, but it turned out awesome? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What was something you originally didn't want to do, but it turned out awesome? Your calls, your texts after Jimmy on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, Jennifer Tilley shared that she didn't originally want to do Bride of Chucky, but boy, she's happy that she did. She's even part of the new sci-fi series coming up. Based on this, we want to know, man, what was something that you originally didn't want to do, but it turned out awesome? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I like to text my husband, which I think is kind of a funny way to start off. She says, I didn't want to date my husband. He was annoying. I really did not like him at work. Eventually, I gave in and went on a date. We now have 3 kids, and I couldn't love a man more.
Yeah, there is something about that, man. This is, if sometimes I think, man, I would probably go, all right, she's not into me and be done. But sometimes persistence pays off.
Right. But you got to know, I think. It's like, there has to be almost like a glimmer in that person. Like, okay, I could tell they're saying no, but there's like, they're not like saying like, I hate you, leave me alone kind of no. You know what I mean?
I never had that ability, Steve. That was the tough part, is that I can't read women very well when it comes to if they're into me or not. I never could. And it's so frustrating. People go, did you know that person was into you? I'm like, no, I had no idea. I went to my class reunion and somebody told me they were into me in high school. And I'm like, you were? I was just like, man, and they were like, I couldn't have made it more obvious. I'm like, well, apparently you could have. Because I'm like, you were really cool, and I would have been very open to, hanging out with you, and I had no idea.
That's funny when they say I couldn't make it more obvious. Like, actually, yes, you could have come up to me and said, I'm into you. Would you like to go out? That's the most obvious way to do something.
Most guys need that.
Yeah, it's funny because, she just took it that you weren't interested in me, and I'm like, no, I'm just a dope. At least when it comes to knowing whether or not women are into me, I'm just an idiot. So sometimes, Steve, I have envy for guys that know that there's a glimmer and keep going.
She also did preface it by saying he was very annoying. So it seems like he maybe had that, that's his charm. He's the annoying guy, but he annoys you to the point where you're just like, fine. Maybe he's like really good at sales. Like he annoys the clients until they find like, here's $700.
I got to tell you, dude. I mean, that's definitely a particular sales strategy. Whether or not it's the right one, it's definitely one I've seen employed.
Oh,
that's for sure.
This texter said, skydiving. My wife signed us up. I backed out 4 times the morning leading up to it. I ended up doing it and loved it. We've now done it 20 times since.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I think for me, it was roller coasters. So, granted, it's not skydiving, but for me, it was on the same level of fear. Like, I was just like, I don't want to do roller coasters, freak me out, blah, blah, blah. And we went to Universal Studios in Florida, and my wife was like, can you just go on the roller coaster with me? So I have someone to go on the roller coaster with. I'm like, I will, but I'm keeping my eyes closed the entire time. And I did until like midway through it, and I opened up my eyes, and I was like, this is cool. And then I just started yelling the S word, and I realized that makes it a lot of fun for me. Just to yell.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So when I first started getting into roller coasters, now I could do them without it, but that was like my crutch word. Like as soon as you hit that high, I have to yell the S-bomb the entire way down. Yeah. And now it's like, I'm like, I don't need that word anymore. But like for the longest time, the S word was what got me through all my roller coasters. Now I love them. I can't wait to go on another one again.
That's amazing.
That is something, because as scary as roller coasters can be, I think I'm still more terrified of skydiving.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I ain't effing with skydiving. And thankfully my wife has no interest either.
Yeah. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. We want to know something you originally didn't want to do, but it turned out awesome.
All right, another texter just said, as a kid, I always wanted to play the drums. My parents ended up getting me a guitar, which I understand why, because, but back then I didn't understand that. I hated it at first, but now I started learning to love it. And at 23 years later, I'm still playing, and it makes me some money, so I enjoy doing it at the bars and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I say it now, but I regret that my parents didn't force me into some sort of instrument. I don't know if I would have had the rhythm to be able to figure it out. I mean, you've seen me. For some reason, I just don't have, I can't pick up timing or rhythm. I'm really bad at it, but I want, it seems cool when you can pick up any kind of instrument and just start playing it.
Yeah, like BJ, clap on the 2s and 4s, and you're like clapping on like the 1 3/4 and the 3s.
I don't even know what you're talking about when you say clap on the 2s and 4s. Like, what do you mean? My brain doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Well, the song has a 1 2 3 4. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, you know what? I know they do, and I can't hear it. I mean, it is so bad. I am so tone deaf. I'm wondering about the Rev, because, the Rev, kind of like me, is my protege. He's miserable. And, but what was something that you originally didn't want to do, but you're like, you know what, this is actually cool?
I remember back during the internship here, so many, many years ago, gosh, like 16 years ago now, I remember talking to the phone screener at the time, Jared, and being like, man, I don't ever want to have your job. I can never talk on the phones. Lo and behold, he didn't want to do it. I was asked to do it, and yeah, I was like, there's no way I'm not going to be taking a job when offered it. So here, 16 years later, I'm working on the phones, and being on the phone is still a terrifying thing for me. I still need my wife to call in orders to the Thai place.
Oh, so that's how my wife is.
I'm so anxious on the phone.
Yeah, my wife will not make the phone call to order food. And I'm like, just call and tell them what we want.
I have to just brace myself. And
why?
Because I know what I want, but if they ask me any questions that I'm not ready for.
You get flustered?
Yeah. And then I feel embarrassed, like I'm an idiot. Why didn't I already know this? And so it just stresses me out. So most of the time I'm just asking my wife, please, please, please just make the phone call for me.
Wow. And is that any phone call or just phone calls to restaurants?
It's mostly any phone call. I mean, I've gotten better. Like, if I have to make a phone call, I can do it. But if there's any chance that I can get somebody else to do it, I will definitely ask them to do it.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. I'll just ask for your wife next time I need to talk to you and see if she can be your spokesperson.
I give you a hard time, but honestly, I'm not on the level of you, but I need to be prepared when I make a phone call. Because I will get flustered, and if I'm calling somebody like cable people, just because I have an issue with my cable box, I need to formulate how I'm going to say it before I say it, because otherwise I'll just start rambling and the person will be like, sir, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like,
right? And then you're just like, oh my God, what did I just do? And then you replay that in your brain for the rest of your life.
And you guys will laugh. In my notes app on my phone, I have all the places that we eat our orders. That way, when I call to make the order, I pull that up too and put it on speakerphone so I can read it, so I don't mess it up and forget something.
Good call.
I'd make fun of you, but I have BJ's address and pizza order from when we would play board games all the time at his house and order pizza. So I do the same thing.
Oh yeah, ordering pizza from a different person's house and location? No way.
Isn't there an app for this?
I will go hungry. Or yeah, if they have an app, yes. But if not, it's like, if I'm the only person to make the call, sorry, y'all gonna starve.
Yeah, look, here's my sushi order. On my notes page, it's just right there, and I even have I even have the final price that it'll be, just because I'm curious to see if it'll stay the same price every time.
That's funny.
Has it changed yet?
Once.
Gotta
update it.
Sometimes, man, you just feel a little bit better about yourself when you start hearing what other people have problems with, and you go, "Oh, wow, you know what? I don't have problems with that." So that's kind of like my superpower. Because my entire life I've had to basically...
I can order food without a notes app, you loser.
Without a panic attack.
I can call the cable company and articulate my problem. But my whole life I've had to answer questions and just respond on the fly, because I don't know, Steve, I mean, you grew up with it a little bit too, but I mean, everybody was always in your business on the East Coast. Yep. And if you did something, you had to have a reason, why are you doing that? What are you doing? What's happening? I mean, it seemed like everybody that I knew was always putting me on the spot. So it's like I always had to come up with an answer and go, all right, I got answers. I'll figure this out.
Oh, my answer was always just because, and then I would grunt and walk away. That's how it was with my family.
Oh, man, I never even thought that could be a strategy.
It worked pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought about that. I always had to do a song and dance. I always had something.
So
and then they got tired. I tired them out. They were just like, never, I don't even care about your reason. I'm done.
The worst is that when I get ready, I have like the spiel, I tell them the spiel, and they're like, okay, sir, let me pass you on to this person. And then they pass me through, and the person's like, what's the problem? I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Oh, crap, I got to go through the spiel again. Right? And then you tell them the spiel, and then they pass you on again. And then by the third or fourth person, you really just want to just like, stab yourself in the stomach.
I think
I'm done.
That's a technique with some companies. I have that is my conspiracy theory. They just purposely send you to the wrong person.
Until you just give up.
Until you give up. Or they disconnect you on purpose.
One time they sent me to someone who spoke Spanish and didn't even speak English. And it was like,
wow.
Hola, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't know what to do right now.
I hang up. You just hang up, try again.
Wow. I was like, I don't speak Spanish. And then they're like,
man.
Hold on. And I'm like, son of a F.
Yeah, see, and I've tried to say no hablo español, but then they keep talking to me thinking I do. And it's like, no,
you're messing with them at that point.
I'm literally telling you I don't. I'm just trying to say it in a way that I learned that phrase, at least that way you can understand that I don't understand. Yeah, didn't work. Oh, that's awesome. We got a guy that gave the greatest excuse as to why he was driving over 100 miles per hour. What was the excuse? Oh, I'm going to tell you at 7:48 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to see my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session that an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.